People think triage is a waiting room, just a clipboard, a nurse asking routine questions. They don't know. Triage is most critical area of the emergency department. It's where seconds matter, where decision becomes a lifeline, where mistakes, even small ones, can haunt you for years. That day started like any other. I was assigned triage duty, what we call the gate. The emergency department was already bursting. Patients on stretchers in hallways, families pleading. The air smelled like sanitizer and panic. I had barely logged into the system when the first patient limped in, a male patient in his late 40s, sweating, holding his side. I have had this pain since last night. It's getting worse. I took vitals. Stable. No fever. Mild tenderness in the abdomen. He was talking, laughing, even. Said he just wanted to rule out something serious. I classified him, yellow or priority level 3, not life-threatening. He can wait. He took a seat quietly in the corner in the post-triage waiting area. Then came an elderly woman, slumped in a wheelchair. Attendants said she hadn't eaten in 2 days. A child with a high fever. A teenager sobbing after an assault. Triage doesn't stop. You assess, decide, move on. Hours passed. Then suddenly, I heard yelling. Someone screamed, "He is not breathing." It was the man from earlier, the one I had marked as yellow. I ran. He was slumped in the chair. He was unresponsive. We laid him down on floor, started CPR. It was fast, brutal. I remember my knees hitting the tiles as I compressed his chest. He had ruptured, an undiagnosed abdominal aortic aneurysm. A ticking time bomb, silent until it exploded. We got a pulse back. Barely. He was wheeled to surgery, but he didn't make it. I sat in the staff lounge later, still thinking about replay after replay in my mind. Did I miss something? Should I have known? Why didn't I escalate? He walked in talking, smiling, stable vitals. No classic signs, but still, I was the gate. I was the judgment. And he never walked out again. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, what if I'd just probed more? What if I'd listened closer, looked longer? But that's the overburden of triage. You're expected to see the invisible, to guess the worst before it happens, to be right every time, even when the patient seems fine. And the truth is, sometimes we're not. Learning lessons for healthcare workers. 1. Triage is not just clinical, it's intuitive, fast, focused, and unforgiving. 2. Always trust your gut. If something feels off, act, no matter what the vitals say. 3. Debrief your errors, own them, learn from them, but do not let them paralyze you. Learning lessons for medical and nursing students. 1. Triage is an art built on science. It's where theory meets chaos. To learn to assess not just what's visible, but what might be lurking beneath the surface. 3. Ask the extra question. Take the extra second. It might save a life. Learning lessons for the public. 1. Triage isn't about who looks worse, it's also about who will get worse fastest. 2. The triage nurse is carrying more pressure than you realize. 3. Patience in the waiting room isn't just polite, it lets us prioritize who's dying silently. Closing reflection. Triage is not waiting area. It is the first clinical interaction of patient in emergency department. It's the first battleground between life and death in hospital. We don't always win. And when we lose, the memory doesn't leave with the patient. It stays with us, in the quiet hours, in the sleepless nights, in the questions that never find answers. But every loss reminds us why we must listen harder, look deeper, and never forget that behind each chart is a life that may be counting on one decision. This is Silent Scrubs, where we share the hidden stories of hospital life, the moments that shape us, break us, and sometimes teach us how to begin again. If this story spoke to you, subscribe and walk with me through the lessons of medicine, one story at a time.